Hi, welcome back to Forbes Games. I'm Erik Kain, and today I'd like to talk just a little bit about Warzone Pacific, the launch of the new Call of Duty Battle Royale map, and kind of an overhauled version of Warzone, which first came out in 2020. Warzone Pacific is set in World War II on a South Pacific island called Caldera. So this Caldera map is sort of integrating Call of Duty Vanguard, which is a World War II game, into Warzone. So we have cross progression for the battle pass and integrated, just the whole thing is integrated with operators, weapons, and all of that. This was a highly anticipated launch, and it has been a total disaster. There's a lot of reasons for that. For one thing, it's super buggy and glitchy. You'll have players dropping down and just going right through the map, getting stuck between a tree and a wall, all kinds of different bugs and glitches with guns, fine-tuning of guns. There's a lot of problems with just basic accuracy and recoil and things like that. I think also one of the biggest problems people are seeing is on consoles in particular is the graphical fidelity seems to have gone down. So there's a lot of texture issues, textures just not loading in, low quality textures, like pop in for trees and other things. It just looks bad. One of the problems I have with it is the level of saturation. It just feels very washed out. Here you are on this jungle island, this tropical island, and everything looks too bright, too unfocused. The contrast is just not high enough, and the saturation is not high enough. So you have this sort of it looks like if you took a photo and then just turned up all the settings so that it just looked really bright, and it's not very inviting. It's not very warm, and it should be like this. You should have dark, lush greens in the palm trees. There's a lot of colorful sort of, reds and blues in the buildings. Those should all really feel real and deep. And instead, it all just feels like you're staring into the sun too much. So that's a personal bias, but I really think that everyone would enjoy the map more if it just looked nicer. And aside from bugs and glitches, and this is just some tuning that they could do. And I really hope that they do. Another problem is that the next-gen version of this game on Xbox Series X and PS5 isn't next-gen. So it's just the PS4 and Xbox One version. So for people on next-gen consoles who have Call of Duty Vanguard, they're witnessing a complete downgrade in visual quality from Vanguard to Warzone. And that's weird because they're supposed to be integrated. They're supposed to be kind of the same experience. But you go from Vanguard, which looks quite good, to Warzone Pacific, which does not. Glitches and textures and stuff aside, those kind of things they can fix. They need to come out with a next-gen version of Warzone. This has been talked about. This is something that is on the table, but players don't have any idea when it's actually going to happen. Beyond this, there's been problems with game crashes, hard crashes where you have to completely restart your console or computer. I had a weird bug where I couldn't hear anybody, but everyone could hear me. This hasn't happened in any other game. Usually everyone has voice chat issues, especially if you're not using Discord. But this one was particularly weird, and I think I fixed it, but I'm not quite sure yet. One complaint a lot of console players have is that there's no FOV slider. That's a field of view slider. This is where you can take the image you see and you turn up the slider, and then you can see more of it. It sort of opens up what you can see. Similar to like if you're taking a picture with a camera, you can change that field of view. This is an advantage. People like to fine tune it. It's not to say that the widest field of view is the best, but if you feel a little boxed in here, you might want to come out to here and have a more field of view, right? You can see more around you. It also changes the feel of movement. It doesn't make you faster, but it does make you feel like you're moving a little more fluidly. So you can do this on PC, but not on console. Considering this is cross-play, that gives PC players yet another advantage. They already enjoy mouse and keyboard. I should say we, because I am a PC player. Finally, and this one's an easy fix, but it's annoying right now. XP and progression are totally foobar. You can play lots and lots and lots and barely move the progression on your battle pass at all. So good luck going from tier 1 to tier 5. It's going to take forever at the current rate. We saw a similar problem with Halo Infinite when that game launched. It's free-to-play multiplayer, where just progression took forever, and they've tinkered with that and improved it over time. We're going to see the same thing. I have no doubt people are going to be way too angry about not being able to progress their battle pass for Raven not to do anything. I think we're going to see fixes for a lot of these. This is the problem. I wish we'd seen those fixes before the Warzone Pacific launch. It's the same thing with Battlefield 2042. I made a very similar video for that, although I'm much more of a Call of Duty fan, so I'm more optimistic in general, but I'm also more disappointed in general because there's no reason to have such a buggy, messy launch. Really, this map didn't have to come out in Season 1. This could have been, Season 2 or 3. Verdansk 84, the overhauled original map, that didn't come out with Season 1 of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War either. That was like Season 3 or 4. They could have come out with this map when it was ready. They took it out of the oven too soon, and we got a half-baked product. We're all guinea pigs in this half-baked product. We are all testers, essentially. We know that Activision just laid off some of its quality control people. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe they should be hiring quality control people so that we can get a better product at launch, not after a series of patches and updates. I do have faith that Raven is going to add a field of view slider for consoles, that eventually we're going to get a next-gen version of the game, that all these texture issues and bugs and glitches are going to be ironed out. I have hope that they're going to make the map look better by giving it more saturation and contrast. But it's not right now. We have to deal with the game as it is right now, and that is a bummer. As for the map itself, I think it's great. I think it's a big step up from Verdansk. There's a lot more verticality. There's more variety. There's water that you can wade through. It's just prettier in general, and there's more cover. It's a more tactically interesting map. There are fewer big wide open spaces to get sniped at. I am enjoying the map itself. I'm enjoying the Vanguard Royale and its changes to the formula. I know Battle Royale is coming back, so don't worry. Some people don't like this version, but I like the fact that the rings come in faster. I like that you don't get a loadout drop right away. There's a lot to like, okay? But there's a lot of problems, and I just wish that we would stop having to say the same thing over and over again with game launches, especially online game launches. This game is not ready. It's obviously not. Why did it have to come out right now? Why couldn't it come out in February? We'd all be fine just playing Verdansk for 3 more months and getting a more close to finished product in the end. So let me know what you think of Warzone Pacific. If you've had similar problems, if you have any ideas on how to fix them, hit me up on Twitter and Facebook, and thank you for watching. Peace.